To understand the gravity of these allegations, look at the target. This is Manchester City, the reigning champions and most dominant squad in the country. Over the last decade, they have dominated the sport. Investigators zeroed in on a specific 9-year window where this club won 3 consecutive titles. The investigation was triggered by a 2018 leak. A German newspaper published internal emails suggesting that revenue reported from independent sponsors was actually being routed directly from the club's owners in Abu Dhabi. This timeline illustrates the scale of the accusation. Across 9 distinct seasons, the Premier League has mapped out 115 separate financial breaches, alleging a systematic effort to bypass financial fair play rules. A guilty verdict would effectively invalidate a decade of competition, categorizing one of the sport's greatest eras as a product of financial engineering. Normally, the league polices these rules with speed. When Everton breached spending limits, investigators charged the club and delivered a points deduction in months. Nottingham Forest faced the same process. Their breach was identified, a hearing was held, and they served their punishment entirely within a single season. Compare those outcomes to the Manchester City timeline. While other clubs were prosecuted and punished within months, City's case was opened in early 2023 and still stretches past 3 years with no resolution. Fans are watching smaller clubs absorb immediate, season-altering glows, while the reigning champions continue to compete for trophies without consequence. This delay has created a perception that the league's disciplinary system has fractured, allowing the wealthiest defendants to operate on a different schedule than everyone else. To find where this case currently sits, you have to look away from the pitch and toward London. Unlike a standard courtroom, this independent panel is strictly confidential. There are no cameras, no public gallery, and no leaked transcripts. The volume of inputs is massive. In late 2024, the panel reviewed 500,000 pages of evidence behind closed doors. The hearing ended in December. A decision pending for over 18 months is virtually unheard of in high-stakes arbitration. The combination of astronomical data and absolute legal secrecy has turned this trial into a black box. Information went in, and for 18 months, nothing has come out. This vacuum forces the public to look for clues elsewhere. The Premier League issues constant no comments, while City's leadership remains publicly confident they'll be fully cleared. But physical actions often carry more weight. This past summer, Pep Guardiola, the architect of City's dominance, walked away from the club. Supporters are scrutinizing the timing of his exit, viewing it as a move to leave before a major legal ruling changes the club's status. When official channels go dark, every personnel change and public statement is weaponized as circumstantial evidence. Whenever the panel releases its decision, it will reach 2 billion people instantly. A guilty verdict brings staggering consequences, massive points deductions, the loss of titles, and the possibility of expulsion from the league. But if the judges clear City of all charges, the fallout shifts to the Premier League. The league will have spent years and millions of pounds on a case that permanently destroys its own authority to regulate club owners. 3 judges are holding the keys to the Premier League's future stability. This 18-month delay reflects the gravity of the choice. Whether they dismantle a champion or admit they cannot regulate them, the current era of English football ends the moment that door opens.